Wow, hello there. No, you don't need to get Yelan. Not everyone has it. Well, if you're a fan of Yelan, you still have time to summon. You still have 20 days.
Oh, God.
Well, good luck.
Busted.
Order guide you. Solidify.
I'm going in. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
I will have order. Solidify.
Everybody stand back. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Well, hello again, guys.
Let's light it up.
Well, I see good luck on your Yelan summons and farming.
Game's up. Time's over. No escape!
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Teamwork is strength! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Take it easy. The reason I'm willing to bet on you is because of your special stuff. I think it'll...
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Rise!
Yeah. Ad Astra. Thank you for Cha. Ha. Ta. Cha. Ha. 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 Ta. Ha. Ha. Ta. Ha. 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 Ta. Passion to compel.
Hello.
Take it easy.
Sort of,
Stabilize.
but she's mostly like a support or sub DPS, so it's not that fun, like for me. If the character is just a off-field support
Now you shall perish.
compared to Raiden Shogun, she's a lot more fun for me. Because she's on field most of the
We'll
time.
have order.
Teamwork is strength.
Oh, but her burst is pretty cool.
Shine down.
She's fun. But Raiden Shogun just a lot more fun. So
Quiet.
yeah.
Here comes the cat.
Well, she is fun, actually. If you look at her right now. If you give her more field time, she's fun. And she's even more fun. So I take it back. So she's actually fun because I just remembered the burst that everyone's damage increases. The active character damage increases. So yeah, she's fun. She's very fun. I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Just a moment. Well, if you like her, she's fun. But if you don't like her, she's not gonna be fun. If you don't like her design, So good luck summoning for Yelan. Well, how much pity are you in? Are you guaranteed? Or 50-50? Well, let's make Yelan the main DPS so she can be. Well, I guess
Alright, maybe I'll take
since you're
you.
guaranteed, so don't worry too much. You just need to farm every day. Well, looks like maybe Yelan is the Hydro DPS for you. Alright, so how to make Yelan fun? Alright. Well, just make her the main DPS. So let's see. Uh, who's the... Alright, so yeah, I think this is a really good team comp.
Day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Well, yeah, so now that you mention it, yeah, she is fun. Her skill is uh, very long cooldown and just travel a short distance compared to Sayu, but it's still fun. It is fun actually. Well, it also helps because
Take it easy.
I like her design, so I like her. Yeah, her makeup. I think she's pretty unique. I don't see a Xingqiu clone here. Why I don't see Yelan as a Xingqiu clone? Well, characters are not a Xingqiu clone. Okay, I think it's just the YouTubers exaggerating, the content creators just exaggerating that everyone is a clone. No, it's not. It's an art style. That's why there are similarities. It's an art style. So if you watch Dragon Ball, everyone looks the same because it's an art style. All the humans look the same. All the science look the same because it's an art style. If you watch Gundam Seed, most of the characters have the same hairstyle. It's like something like this, you know. There's a bangs in the middle, then some bangs at the sides, some like this. It's an art style. Yeah. So it works. It sells. That's why. Yeah, there are similarities. So what they do with the art style, since it works.
Informant.
What this the companies, animation companies
Illusion shattered.
or developer do is they just modify it. So they just modify it since it works. Why do you need to? Well, it's a lot more cost effective if you just modify a current design that works. So
Solidify.
solidify. Yeah, but that's just my theory, my game theory.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Busted. These are about to get dicey.
Can't wait to crown Yelan. Well, she's fun. So yeah, so probably I'll make a free-to-play DPS Yelan. I don't think she's a Xingqiu clone.
Take it
It's an
easy.
art style. I think around 70. It's around 70 pulls, I think. 79, something like that. But at least I won the 50-50. Well, for me, Yelan, Raiden, and Kujusera looks the same, but it's an art style, so I don't mind. There are a lot of unique characters anyway in Genshin. It's not like everyone is a clone of everyone, so you've got some like really what do you call this characters that really stand out, like Kaya, Ningguang. Who else do I like here to stand out? Well, stand out. Yelan's design for me stands out. Ito's design is pretty cool, you know. Reminds me of like Senki. So I don't think it's a clone there. I don't think he's a Razor clone. Let's see. Well, it's just normal to have. It's like you can maybe just consider this like these characters are just like children of the developers, of the animators, whoever designed them. It's like children. So if you have siblings, sometimes you will have some resemblance with your siblings. So I think in a way these characters are just like just like siblings, are just really related to each other.
Take it easy.
Well, if only I had like Kazuha. But I don't want to pull for Kazuha the third time. But this is my third Zhongli. Well, I just thought about that explanation just right now.
Everybody stand back! Busted.
So if only like Yelan had also like a Hydra application in her birth, it would be a lot more fun to play and more main DPS centric. Well, no worries. At least you have like different characters with different accounts, so you're not gonna get burned out easily if each account has different mains. So that's why I like this account, because this is C4 Raiden main and Arataki Ito Geo team comp. Mono Geo team comp. Oh, but Noelle is using her artifacts, his artifacts. Well, let's put in Noelle here.
I will protect you. Leave it all to me.
Yeah, the C6 Kujusera. I only use Ito, Mono Geo team, and Raiden national team for since last year, just to 36 stars. So let's get this quest out of the way. So I guess you're new because you still don't have Resorter. But this is a pretty bad place to use Yelan since the enemies are Hydro here. But we'll see. Maybe soon we will see like physical DPS, insane physical DPS Yelan. Oh, I see. So AR-53 is still kind of new compared to a quote-unquote veteran, Genshin veteran like Mo. Why won't you just die? Die. Oh, they have backup.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Order guide you.
Or the guide you.
Stabilize.
Don't die yet.
Stand back.
Well, pretty cool, you know. Noel and Yelan team. Not too shabby. Hey, where's... Well, doing the main quest
It's a miracle.
also helps increase the adventure rank. Well, you should research a lot how artifacts work. Try to learn a bit of math, Genshin math, because it's very complicated. I don't like math, but I was forced to do just a little bit of math just to get my characters maximized.
I must leave no stone.
If you want to know
Take it easy.
defense, well, there are characters that scale with defense. So if defense is good for characters like Noel or Ito, for crit, so I have characters here that has very bad ratios though. Since I don't regularly refresh my... Alright, so here's a pretty good ratio. So I think this is a pretty average damage. See if the crit is above 50% crit rate, so you can crit more often. But so this is your damage output. This is the most strongest damage multiplier. So I usually try to get this to around 200% or something like that. Depending on the character, some characters are fine with like 175. No, you don't need 200% crit rate. You just need like 50, 60, or 70% crit rate depending on the character. So, but if you can get the crit damage to 180, 200, 200 plus, yeah, I'm kind of lucky, I guess. So I got the messenger.
Steady as stone.
This is
Yeah, currently I'm trying a Noel and Yelan team comp, but this place is bad for
As a
Yelan
beautiful maid would.
hydro enemies. The artifacts will come in due time. It depends per character or player. For me, I would prefer having like 200% crit damage. Like my D-Look has like 76% crit rate, and then 210 crit damage, so you need something like that if you want to see those big numbers.
Quietly now. Game's up.
That's how those YouTubers get those big numbers.
Everybody stand.
Yeah, I'm talking about these mains. So that's why my Yelan is just support and a sub DPS. That's why I'm fine with 156 crit damage. Supports like this, I don't care about much of the damage output. Even my Bennett, I don't care about the damage output. It's just there for supports. If I want to get crit, for my Mono Geo, I used this team comp. I get crit rate with sometimes with characters, so Geo Traveler increases my Arataki Ito's crit rate. For Bennett, it depends per player. For me, my Bennett, I want my Bennett to have the most insane amount of energy recharge as possible, and I want my Bennett to have the highest base attack as possible. So that's how I build my Bennett. Depends per player. Depends per account. If you're a newbie, if you are a new player, go for sacrificial. Well, as I've said, it depends per player. Our needs vary. Sometimes I change my builds because I try new builds. I don't stick with the same old builds for like 2 years. Yeah, I have Aquila. Let me read the comment. What do you mean he does not need that much? He does not need that much energy recharge? Well, I want to have a 300% energy recharge Bennett. I want his burst 24/7. My other accounts can, well, I can do a 300% energy recharge Bennett right now if I want. But for all my 3 accounts, I maintain like a 250% energy recharge for Bennett. And if my other supports can, I do that as well. 200 plus percent with energy recharge. So my Goro is fine with 189 since it's a mono Geo team comp. Depends. As I said, I don't need damage. Let me show you why I don't need damage. I don't need damage with Bennett.
Terra smash.
I don't need damage with Geo Traveler.
Gather. Fall in. Everyone up. Bam.
Alright, so let me show you why. I don't need damage with. Why do you need damage with Bennett? Alright, let's start with this volunteer. So let me show you why I don't need damage with Bennett. It depends per player. What do you need? Why I don't need damage with Bennett. Alright, so this is why my Bennett doesn't need to do damage.
Illusion shattered.
Well, I have
Shine down. Strike.
I have a Bennett with. I have Miss Splitter on my main account and second account. If I want, I can make a main DPS Bennett anytime. Alright, so let me show you why I don't need damage with Bennett.
Teamwork is dreamwork. No turning back. Torn to oblivion.
Oh, it did crit, so yeah. Anyway, LOL. So yeah, so that's why I don't need damage with Bennett. Alright, so let's see another victim here. This is a Hyper Raiden team comp, so that's why I don't need.
Let's light it up.
Well, I want an overkill Bennett.
Nice and spicy.
Depends. So I have like a 300% crit Ayaka, so well, we can. I change my builds, as I've said. I try to change the builds. I push it to the limits. I've been using same old builds for 2 years, so I just upgrade or push the limits of the builds as far as I can. It's boring to stick to this meta build, just the same meta for 2 years.
There is no escape.
I don't need energy recharge with my Raiden. It's just 2 to 4 energy recharge. And I have an attack sense. I'm also trying different team comps. The 130k was not yet a burst. Was not yet a crit. It wasn't a crit. I'm still farming to increase my. Okay, yeah. Just trying to show as well. Well, I'm still farming to get the best artifacts, the perfect ratios for Raiden. So, but it's gonna take years for me since I don't resident charge. So let's get some energy first.
There is no
Yeah, I've already said well, if Bennett does not have the best a very high energy recharge, it could ruin some rotations. So having smooth rotations 24/7 is best with the Abyss.
shine down. Let's light it up. Teamwork is trick. Get them. You're toast. Strike. Glory to the show.
Alright, so let's hope it crits. Alright, so that is why I don't need energy recharge with Bennett, because this is a Hyper Raiden. I mean, this is why I don't need damage with Bennett, because this is a Hyper Raiden. So everyone funnels the buffs are funneled to Raiden. So yeah, so that's why Bennett doesn't need to deal damage. It depends on the teams that you want. As I've said, I have various configurations. I can do almost all those kind of builds, and I try different kind of builds. If I want a sub DPS Bennett, I'll build one, no problem. It depends on my mood. But this is a Hyper Raiden account. Yeah, but I want even faster energy recharge with Bennett. And yeah, this is just a new build that I'm trying.
Wow. Where did that come from?
I'm just trying it out. Maybe if I will have, maybe if I'm bored with farming for upgrading Raiden's artifacts, I'll make a sub DPS Bennett. I was also building a sub DPS Traveler, but I wanted smoother energy recharge and energy recharge for So this is not the stance that he should be using. So I just wanted smoother rotations for Ito and Raiden. So yeah, I'm currently running, trying out insane amounts of energy recharge. So yeah, I'm experimenting and I like it. I like the smoothness. So yeah, so I'm keeping it that way. But it depends. If I change my mind, I will add more DPS, sub DPS with my supports. But I have different configurations like this. So I have like a full defense. So this is like I have a full defense Goro to maximize his constellation for heal constellation. Which is the healing here? Yeah, so I have different configurations. So this is my Goro full heal setup. If I want, I can have him like a energy recharge setup. Yeah, but this is already fine. I can 36 stars abyss, no problem. So depends on my mood, what kind of builds I want. I change up the builds every now and then, or upgrade, or tweak, or push to the limits. It's very boring running the same stuff, especially with the same characters. For 2 years, so that's why people get burned out. So it doesn't hurt to experiment, to try things that are not meta, especially if you're like endgame and you have more resources but you don't know what to spend on, I guess.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Tricky guy. Sure, shoot me the question.
Let's light it up. Nice and
So this is a hyper rated national. So Xiangling was this is a different kind of hyper rated national. Xiangling was my Raiden's sub DPS, and Kujisara was also a sub DPS. But I've converted them all to just a pure support for Raiden. Xiangling is just there for the pyro resonance and overload. Currently, but I also have a. But my Xiangling was a sub DPS. She can be a main DPS if I want, because this Xiangling is ground. Her burst is ground. So yeah, I can change up the builds and configurations or team synergies whenever I want. Raiden, Eula, Sucrose, and Kokomi. Raiden, Eula, Sucrose, Kokomi. Yes, you have to level up the talents.
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway.
Well, you can change Sucrose, I
the
guess.
opposite is probably true for me.
Since
Ow!
Sucrose and Raiden and Sucrose and Yelan both can support increased damage. So, but I suggest So you have 2 DPS. Yeah, just try replacing Sucrose with Yelan. I think that's a lot more fun and smoother rotation team. Oh, I ran out of content. No content. What am I to do? Ah, we will help the mushroom. So we'll bench Yelan right just for now because this place is full of hydro enemies. But we'll kill that one with Yelan.
Busted. Flash. Let's light it up. Everybody stand. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
Yeah, so I have a different configuration, just like also. Oh, that's why. Ooh, my artifacts are a mess. I don't know what's Yelan's occupation. Can't remember. So I have different configurations. If I want, I can go with the Farbonius or Sacrificial. If I want like double skills. Yeah, so I try different builds.
Strike.
I don't just stick to the meta. I try to make my own builds.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now. Flash! No turning back! Shine down! Busted. There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Well, yes, the energy is easy to get with Raiden, but that's like my standard with my all my 3 accounts. My 2 other accounts don't have Raiden, so I'm trying out some new support builds. Like if I can get energy recharge to the minimum of 200 or
Take it easy.
250 maximum. Yeah, so I'm trying out some stuff depending on my liking. Well, if I want, but for me, I would really prefer like a 300%
Oh,
energy recharge
we go.
Bennett, so I don't have to wait. I don't want to wait forever just for a couple of seconds for his
Adventure
cooldown.
time. I'm going
Sometimes
in.
it depends.
Things are about to get dicey.
Sometimes I don't want to wait. So yeah.
Illusion shattered. Quiver.
Let me check. Kind of got lucky. So a bit of energy recharge, a little bit, 6%, 9%. So energy recharge sands. So this is a perfect. For me, this is a perfect goblet for support Bennett. Well, I did roll a lot on energy recharge. Oh yeah, I think I remember I was trying to build like sub DPS
We
supports,
go.
but don't resin refresh. I'm not a whale. I'm not a giga whale. So I just tried to convert them into like full supports with full smooth rotations. Because if I want to make my
Adventure
support
time.
sub DPS, it's gonna take like maybe 6 months worth of farming,
It's
worth
a
of resin,
miracle.
because I don't resin refresh, and I have other items, weapons, other characters, talents, and talents to farm for. So I cannot have everything I want. So I make some like low resin budget builds, and try out some different stuff. See if it works, if I like it or not. So yeah, just in this game, you just have to like make the best of what you get, because you can't get the perfect artifacts yet. So, but that's why my Raiden is fine with this, since I'm still farming. So it's since her first release, so I still can't get the artifacts that I want. So most of the time with the ratios, you don't have a choice on the matter. So I have a lot of characters to upgrade. So yeah, there's a ton of characters. So I'm building the others as well. So I can't just farm for 1 year for
Take it
Raiden.
easy.
So every now and then I farm for the other ones, and then I farm back for Raiden's artifacts to maybe get lucky. But now I have Yelan, so all the resin goes to Yelan. Yeah, so I just make do with what I have. Well, I make my own solution. So just like with Ito, oh no, Noel is using his artifacts. Like for example, Noel, give it back. Hey, where's Noel? Ah, Genshin should have like artifact loadouts. So yeah, so I have like different configurations here, depending on what stat or weapons I need. So I have a lot of artifacts, same artifacts with different stats. So my Ito is messed up. Oh, I've messed up Ito's artifacts. Can't remember the right ones. So, yes. So as you can see here, this is kind of insane. Ito set. I have 18% defense, 10% defense, 19% defense. So is this my Ito stats? I thought it was like... Oh, my Archon. So yeah, there's no artifact loadouts. I don't like this. Oh no, maybe next time I should make a build video so I can remember. But anyway, something like this. So yeah, as it looks, Ito's crit rate is bad. But I have Geo Traveler, so he gets 10% more crit rate with Geo Traveler.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
So I tried it with that much crit rate with the help of Geo Traveler. Yeah, I like it. Kind of like it. He crits a lot more often for me. So crit also depends on the person's luck, the player's luck. I thought it was like around 170 crit damage. I just can't remember. Oh, I think maybe that's why, because Raiden is using his artifact. So yeah, I think no. Is this it? This might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. So this is my Ito build. So yeah, so maybe that's why my Ito is not as effective as before. So I think this is Radiance. Yeah, so well, they have almost the same ratio. So this is the best I can come up with for someone who does not resin refresh. Oh no, so let's see. I see. So Raiden does not have to steal Ito's artifacts. Or maybe I just had a new artifact because I was building Yelan. Well, anyway, it depends per player. So what I suggest is try to build what you can and then test it out and make the best of what you have. Because if you're purely F2P and you don't resin refresh, it's mostly gonna come down to luck, or just have to wait for months or years. Sometimes free to play just have to wait for like 1 year to build just one character and build them to their best potential. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is what it is. That's just how bad the RNG is. I've had like characters that I waited for like a year until I can get them to a decent level. It's like my Xiao. So after a year, I finally got his spear and an animal goblet, but lo and behold, comes out the new Xiao artifact set. So it is what it is.
Order Kaiju.
So yeah, so the best build will still depend on each player's account.
Attaboy! Stabilize. Yep. Quick. Charge! Press the advantage! Who wants some of this? Bam! Can't catch me. I'm on a roll.
For example, you're a new player, so pick a main DPS character and build a team around that character. So example, you're a new player, so you got Raiden Shogun, you got lucky. So you build your main DPS first. Yeah, but Ito is hard to build. I think you need in my opinion, you need the Mono G or Team Comp. At least a C4 Goro, and then I had to wait for Zhongli rerun until I can complete my Ito team because I lost the 50-50 with Albedo. Yeah, so if you're a new player,
Shine down.
yeah, he scales with defense. So if you're a new player, you build your main DPS first. Example, Raiden. You level her up first. Then let's say if you level her up to 70, you try to level up your supports. Maybe your healer first. So example, after you level 70 Raiden,
I have no.
you try to level up Bennett as well to 50 to 60 or 70 if possible. And then you farm for Raiden and Bennett's artifacts to a decent level, and then you farm their talents as well. Yeah, so if your healer is Kokomi, so your first priority is your main DPS in my opinion, and then your second priority to build is Kokomi. So then you build the ratios of your... Hello, Leah. Then you build the ratios of your main DPS, which is Raiden. So you try to build up some decent artifacts as well. You try to level up her weapon as much as possible. Wow, that's great news. Congratulations. Then if your main DPS does some decent damage, and your support healer can keep your team alive, then your third priority will be your supports. Then try to build your supports. So at first your supports will just there like maybe level 50 or 60 just to keep them from getting one shot. But you don't need to maximize their talents yet or abilities, because the supports are just the supports like the second slot and my third slot are just mostly there for buffing and applying elements, which if the support's job is just to buff with their skill or artifact set or just apply elements, they will be very, very low cost. So what costs more to build is the main DPS, and then the healer. So in my opinion, so that's the second priority of the cost. Depending on the healer, the cost is not as much as maybe your like sub DPS.
No escape.
So you're gonna do that with two teams, one for the Abyss, one for the first chamber of the Abyss, and then one for the second chamber. So you're gonna do that twice. So it's a massive pain. So example what I did, so I just built for my second team I focused on building Ito first, then Goro, because he heals and supports, so I try to get his healing to decent level. And then I got Zhongli. I built Zhongli just to get his shields to a decent level. And maybe have two configurations if I want more energy, smoother rotations. Well, I don't have a black tassel here on this account, but on my other accounts they have black tassels for Zhongli for different configurations. And then I built my Geo Traveler. So I slowly level up Geo Traveler to 89 as well. And I was building a support Geo Traveler initially, and then I was trying to build a sub DPS Geo Traveler. But then I needed resin elsewhere, so I converted my Geo Traveler back to a support just for the buffs. And the support capabilities and energy recharge with Pavonis. Well, for my other accounts, I still use a Black Tassel. It depends on the situation. Example, if with my second account has a Eula, so my Eula needs the strongest shield possible while she's like doing her burst and getting her stacks. So if your Zhongli is not fully built, so since we're free to play, so example, if you're free to play, you never res and refresh. If there are like abyss floors that can one shot,
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Osmanthus wine.
But where?
I will convert my Zhongli to a full shield Zhongli, so I will get my full HP there, everything HP. So Eula can survive the barrage while Eula is doing her burst so that my Eula will not die even before she can use her burst. Yeah, they've made a lot of endgame content before, but they're not making it endgame, so that we will be like compliant. We'll be trained with the FOMO. So yeah, so you might want to increase your Zhongli's HP to maybe 40k if you want to maximize the shield. But anyway, this Zhongli does not need that much HP anyway, since this is a Geo team. If Goro can crystallize, he can provide shields. And Goro heals. But if you can time the iframes right with the burst and dodging, depends. So this account this Geo team is like pretty agile, pretty mobile, compared to like my Eula team comp, whose Eula is like stuck for like very long trying to unleash her burst. So yeah, so I also have Rosaria here, so I'm currently building a Rosaria in this account. So Rosaria is like the strongest 4-star cryo applicator, so in case I would need cryo, I'll just slap in Rosaria. She can be a main DPS, sub DPS, or support. Because there will be abyss floors that you'll need other elements. There will be abyss floors that a mono Geo cannot cut it. Or a Raiden team comp will not be viable depending on the abyss rotations. I don't know what the rotations yet for this abyss. Well, you can get the catch. You can grind it out and then give the catch to Raiden. Well, in my opinion, I regret getting the engulfing for Raiden. because my ratio suffered. Because if I had the catch, so I will have like 12% crit rate with the elemental burst. So during Raiden's burst, my Raiden should have like 58% crit rate if I'm correct. So she can burst more often. So you don't need engulfing lightning on Raiden. So F2P Raiden is pretty good. With just the catch, I 36 stars Abyss ever since. So I really didn't need the upgrade. Yeah, but anyway, I'm a content creator, so it's fine for me. But if you're not, if you're just free to play, no need to upgrade. There are a lot of 5-star, there are a lot of 4-star options. So like right now, with Ito, I don't really like the Unforge anymore. So White Blind just deals more damage for Ito. So this game can be very free to play friendly. You just need a lot. Just takes more time. Sure. But also keep in mind that even though I have these team comps, this is my preferred team comps. When I go to Abyss, my team comps get broken because I cannot always run my favorite team comps because the Abyss is annoying. They make it like you need a certain element, some certain elements to break some Abyss mage shields, which is very annoying. Okay, here's one of my best advice for newer players and free-to-play players. If you want the best value out of your account, also you have Hutao, so well, you should use Hutao and build Hutao with Kokomi or Xingqiu, and your life will be a lot easier. But one of my best tips for new players, you should check your inventory first. Check your inventory first. If you have like weapons that are DPS weapons that your characters can use. Example, you got lucky with the banner, the standard banner, and you were able to get, let's say, an forge. So well, you might lean on the character that you might want to main DPS the character that has the strongest weapon in your inventory. But if you're free to play, if you really want good damage for free to play and guaranteed, so I have an even better suggestion. Just go to the shop, but it takes time though. So just save up for the Blacklist series. So that's all you need for free to play. If you can get the Blacklist series. So I have like F2P Ayakashi is pretty broken with just the black left. So yeah, it's just not just about the characters. So you should also check your inventory. So let's say Hu Tao is stronger than Diluc, but if Diluc has the stronger weapon than Hu Tao, so well, Diluc might be stronger than your Hu Tao or might be on par with your Hu Tao. So for free to play, I would suggest maybe try to get the Black Cliff or Hu Tao. So I would suggest your main DPS. So for me, I would focus on Hu Tao is the meta in your account.
All the world holds dear.
I don't know. I haven't tried Kokomi and Hu Tao, but
I stand before it, alone and
if you can get Hu Tao's Vaporize all the time with Kokomi and Hu Tao, so I think that's gonna be a good team comp. And especially Kokomi heals, so your team 1 maybe should be Hu Tao with Kokomi. And then Sucrose. But it depends. So depends on what you like, on what synergy. So let's see. And then your team 2, you have Ganyu. Well, Ganyu has a lot of good options. So focus on building Ganyu freeze comp. And just so you might not be a console player, so you might be able to use the Fading Twilight. Just get the Black Lift. Just get the Black Lift for Ganyu. So for most of the free-to-play builds, the Black Lift will just solve everything. So try to get the Black Lift for Hu Tao and Ganyu. So you have get Hu Tao and Kokomi in one team. Do you have Xingqiu? Then build a Ganyu freeze comp, Ganyu, Barbara, Sucrose. So maybe Hu Tao, Kokomi, Sucrose, Hu Tao, Kokomi, Zhongli, something like that. But again, just a disclaimer. So even if you fully built your characters, oh, why did I teleport? It's not a guarantee that you can 36 stars Abyss because it depends per rotation. So, example, this floor, this chamber. So it's kind of tricky. So So it depends if your main DPS is gonna be, it's not gonna be much useful, so you're gonna get screwed. But for now, you're safe with. That's why you should build the other element as well. So you can be still safe with. Oh yeah, but Pyro is not currently falling off the meta, so so yeah, so it's gonna be hard to recommend because I think this chamber. Let's see. Oh, so I think so this time around, so Pyro is gonna be good. So you're still safe with building Utao, I guess, and Pyro characters. There are no more Pyro annoying Pyro lectors here. So I think, and at this point, Cryo is gonna suffer. Well, not too much. Let's see. So it's still fine. So if you like this, so run on the first chamber, run Hu Tao, Kokomi team comp, and then on the second half, your Cryo Ganyu will be uh, can be alright. Your Mono Cryo Ganyu. So yeah, so that's why there's no one size fits all meta. So this game is with the abyss. So yeah, you can't just rely forever on one team. So that's why I'm slowly building up other teams. But for since last year, my Mono Geo and Electro team comp can do the job.
Wow. What if that?
It's a lot more challenging, more time consuming with some annoying enemy rotations, but sometimes I have sucrose for those annoying mobs during those chambers where you need to defend the monolith. So yeah, so you need to get your sucrose maybe level 70 and decent investment levels so that she can perform her job to CC those enemies to protect the monolith.
I create.
So it's not so easy with just having recommendations. But if you're determined like me, so I really forced out for since last year. I really forced going Mono Geo and my national hyper Raiden. So yeah, they've been 36 stars abyss since last year. So all you have to do is just change the teams every time you do the chamber. You change the team. You swap out team 1 and team 2 or vice versa depending on the enemies. You just restart. Let's say you get 3 stars chamber 1, so you restart again with a different team comp on chamber 2, something like that. A different team comp that works well with chamber 2. Something like that. So yeah. Yeah, I'm currently building some Taser teams as well on my other accounts.
Be careful.
Who's our target?
Wow, you still have a lot of content to do at least.
A walk would be nice.
Stabilize!
Navigating. The world's a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose. Need me to come up with some for you? Busted!
What happened? Oh, Yelan's pretty cool.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
But it doesn't rhyme this way. Please do not disturb me. But it doesn't rhyme this way.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Please do not disturb me. But it doesn't rhyme this way. Please do not disturb me. But it doesn't rhyme this way. Please do not disturb me.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Easy money.
There's nothing for Paimon to do here! So boring. Oh, how Paimon longs to stretch her legs and run free in the world outside again. Alright, fly free then. Basically, Paimon just wants out of here. Just a day? No, it feels like we've been down here for months. Maybe not months, but at least like 20 days, surely.
Yo! Thought I heard you chatting over here.
Oh, hey, Bullchucker.
Well, everyone, I just completed another survey of the surrounding area. Still nothing has changed today.
Here, have some water and take a rest.
Thank you, Shinobu. It's easy to forget to keep hydrated down here.
Ugh, out! I want out! All I want is to cruise the streets and have beetle fights again.
Boss, remember there's your image to consider.
But it's so boring, walking around this hole every day. If only I could slurp some ramen and see the beautiful flowers again.
Ramen? Wait a minute. Speaking of ramen, Traveler, are you hungry? I'm not hungry either. But let me pose the question this way. Who is the biggest eater among us?
It's definitely not me.